online.com/wrestlingobserver.com. About 2 hours post-Christmas show taping. I feel fucking horrible.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, God, I feel horrible.
Well, you've all got that look forward to. Look, maybe I feel horrible too.
Wow.
You've all got that to look forward to over the next week.
Yeah. Oh, God, I feel like shit. Let's do this NXT thing.
NXT Takeover.
That's fucking liquor.
All set.
Just go. Honest to God,
The best thing right now, I should take a picture. You look like Eddie Vedder. Your hair is, it's out, but it's back. And you got headphones on.
Gonna make a comment, but I'm not gonna.
So, Triple H sold his beating from the pay-per-view by showing up here in London. He explained, in fact, that he had been beaten up on Sunday, but he wasn't missing the show for anything. Yeah, Asuka versus Emma.
You know what they do on SmackDown? Storyline is he hasn't been seen.
Isn't there that air after this?
Yeah.
So he hasn't been seen because he's in London.
I guess you could say that.
I don't have a better answer. So they had a very fun match. Crowd loved Asuka, of course. Dana was there in Emma's corner with encouragement such as, "You're going to win this." This crowd was awesome all night long. They were singing songs all night long. They sang the Olay song with Asuka's name in the melody. Asuka made her comeback. You've never seen a crowd respond to a backslide like this. And her real comeback, and they're all counting along with the ref passionately. Emma tried the curb stomp, got turned into an ankle lock. At this point, I wrote, "God, I'm drunk." Asuka tried the chicken wing, didn't get it at first.
I have no idea how you took notes.
Believe me, it was a struggle to try and type this. But Asuka finally, she hit the chicken wing a second time, and the crowd went nuts, and Emma tapped. Dana had the ref. Emma went to Wembley for an object, but Emma beat her to the drop with a spin kick and pinned her. That's right. And here I wrote, "This seemed 3.5 stars to this besotted fool."
I was looking back at some of the tweets that I sent after the Christmas show, and I still don't know how you took notes. I've got text messages like, "fucked," "overshot wine rather," which I don't even know what I was trying to write. And then I wrote, "me target." So I think I was trying to write that I overshot my target. "Never drink Dudia." Probably meant to write dude, but there was an extra A there. And I wrote, "at least my cat still loves me." "God damn ins fucked." That was a good one. Yeah. Not good.
They acknowledged Johnny Saint in the crowd.
Did we mention how they trolled the fans with every possible fuck finish, and then Asuka still won?
Yes.
That was awesome. They did the ref bump. They did the distraction. They did the gimmick. They did the ref catches the wrong person with the gimmick, teasing the DQ like Eddie Guerrero. And then she just kicked her in the face and pinned her. Asuka is the best.
That is all factual.
I want to see Asuka versus Eva Marie.
I do too. I'll see Asuka versus anyone.
I'll see Asuka versus you.
Yeah. I bet you do.
Match your life right there.
She'd kill me. Big Cass and Enzo versus Dash and Dawson. This week's Enzo Amore ensemble, I would describe it as Nakamura-esque.
It was.
They did their whole promo spiel. Long promo in the ring. They did start this grudge match with a lockup, but it was a lockup of fury. It was a lockup of rage. He worked the mechanics over for a while, and they got the heat on Enzo, of course. There's a time on here where it was actually before the heat. They knocked the heels out of the ring, and they did I guess you'd call it a dive. But what it was Enzo ran the ropes, and Cass lifted him up and threw him through the air onto the heels outside. That's when it occurred to me how much better these guys are as a team than they would be as two single guys. You have a generic tall guy and a enthusiastic, charismatic, but hopeless short guy, and they both be lost.
You know, I don't know if they're going to break up, but to cut to the chase, they lost here.
Yeah.
And listen, the mechanics are great wrestlers, but do you know which is which?
I think I finally learned. Dawson is bald.
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay, at least you figured that out. But they are rather generic, and Enzo and Cass are absolutely beloved by the fans.
Yeah.
Why are they not tag team champions?
I honestly assume they're getting called up soon.
It could be that they're being called up, or it could be they're going to be broken up.
That's a horrible idea.
And I would not rule it completely out.
No, I suppose not. Stranger things have happened, but I when this was over, I thought they didn't win. I thought they are ready for the main roster, and that is why they didn't win, because they're getting called up soon. So they did lose. The champs did a super shatter machine out of nowhere. But it was a very fun tag match. Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. Best part of this, and it was the best part actually by the end, Corbin's got the heat, and he's got Apollo out of the ring, and Apollo's selling, and a fan tells Apollo, "You should have stayed in Ring of Honor."
No, Corbin told him that.
Oh, did he?
Yes, this was Corbin.
That makes it even better.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he never worked Ring of Honor.
No, but Corbin wouldn't care. He would assume all small dudes in NXT worked Ring of Honor at some point.
Well, he was a football guy.
Yeah.
He was never on the indies.
No.
He's got a modicum of knowledge about professional wrestling.
He may not be aware there are other indies besides Ring of Honor.
Yes.
You may think there's WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, and that's it. That makes it so much better, actually.
Should have stayed in Ring of Honor.
The crowd sang some very profane songs at Mr. Corbin.
Fuck you, Corbin, they said.
I believe they called him shit.
They did say something. I couldn't hear what they said.
A powerbomb spot got fucked up. Crews made his comeback, and he was running wild, and he went for his Blue Thunder Bomb, like Sami Zayn does, and very close to what John Cena does, but Corbin grabbed the ropes, and he pushed Apollo away, and then he hit End of Days, and then he pinned him.
Yeah.
That stunned me.
Corbin is improved dramatically. I know that some people don't like this guy, but I really like him. And I think that Breaking Ground has been helping him a lot. He's a featured performer on that show. They put him in main events on other shows. This guy may be called up before anybody else on this show.
Well,
think about that.
He is tall.
I don't know what the hell he's going to do with his hair. His hair's going quick.
He is an unusual looking fella.
And he's got to figure out what he's going to do.
No two ways about that.
You can shave it. You can embrace it.
I would embrace it because his hair is getting very, very thin, but it's very long. I think he should just shave the top of his head now, but have long hair all over the rest of it.
So the Hulk Hogan look.
Yeah.
Huh.
Be a new look here in 2016.
You know, when I was thinking of various options, that was one I had not thought of.
Well, see, you got to think outside the box. Nia Jax was cutting a promo when she caught Asuka giving her the stink eye. And she approached Asuka and said, "What are you looking at?" And Asuka just smiled at her and walked away. And Nia finished her promo and vowed to beat Bayley. And I thought at this point Bayley was doomed.
I thought, as soon as I saw this, I thought that is the entire point of this right here. They want you to think that for sure this girl is going to beat Bayley, and then it's going to be Asuka versus Nia Jax for the title. They gotcha.
They worked me. So it's Nia Jax versus Bayley.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
My one problem with this match was Nia Jax hit her leg drop 4 times.
Yeah.
Bayley kicked out.
Yeah.
Killed her, finished dead.
Yeah.
She used to hit the side slam and then the leg drop, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're not wrong. That happened.
Okay. Some dude on Twitter tried to explain to me, he just said, leg drop's not her finish. Brah. That's what he said.
I hope you muted this person immediately.
What's her finish?
She's always hit the spine buster and the leg
It's
drop.
a leg drop.
Yeah.
The fuck is this guy talking about?
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
He's probably stupid.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Nia Jax versus Bayley. They had an idiot-proof match. Bayley said, "Just hit me with stomps and forearms and a clothesline or two for like 3 minutes at a time. Then I will cut you off and do like a guillotine or a sleeper or something, and you cut me off and just do the same thing over and over again." And this kept on happening. And Nia hit 2 Samoan drops and a pop-up Samoan drop. And then the leg drop made an arrogant cover. Bayley kicked out. The beating continued. More leg drops. The more leg drops Nia hit, the worse they looked. And then they did try to do the spot where the giant, who is Nia, which she would get hit and wobble, and get hit and wobble, and get hit and wobble, and not go down. And
Her selling needs a lot of work.
yeah, this woman, listen, there's a lot of hope here, but she has a long way to go.
You know what's funny is she is also all over Breaking Ground, and she's great on that show. She's a big, powerful woman, and she comes across as being totally together. She's tried to mentor the other girls. She's kind of like a mother hen in some ways. She helps them. I think this girl's got a lot of potential, but she's got to work more.
Yeah.
Especially selling.
Yeah. So Bayley did a long guillotine spot, and Nia fought free, and Bayley did just another guillotine, and Nia fought, and finally tapped out, and that was that. And it told a very good story, and they did a hell of a job working around Nia's limitations, but those limitations were evident.
Can you imagine a guillotine finish? She's never even used that move as a finish. I mean, she may have a couple of times, but...
Not as a finish.
I mean,
I'm sure she's used it once or twice.
Fans went crazy when she submitted the Giant with a guillotine.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor in the main event. Up to this point, there was nothing wrong with the show, but it was probably the worst takeover show they've done. Main event changed that for sure. This match ruled. First of all, Balor comes out, and they've been doing the Jack the Ripper videos, and I've always wondered what the point was. The point was to build up to Finn's entrance, because he comes out as the Demon, dressed as Jack the Ripper. Got the trench coat on, the stovepipe hat, and he takes all that off. He's got the portrait on his back of the Demon as the Ripper, with the Big Ben in the background. This was all very cool. He brawled on the floor early. Finn missed a foot stomp onto the stairs, and Joe had a big slam on the floor, and that was the heat. And Joe is the best heel in the world, so this heat segment was great. He beat him and beat him and beat him. It never, ever got boring. Never got too exciting. And then Finn teased a comeback, but Joe cut him off with an enziguri, wiped him out with a tope. That was awesome. Joe used a bunch of submissions, the crossface, the Boston Crab, a bunch of other stuff. And finally, Finn made his real comeback. He was running wild. He missed a super dropkick, and Joe hit a senton for a near fall, and they kept teasing and countering big moves. Teased a double knockout. They traded strikes in the ring. It was so great. The best spot was Joe gets the choke. He's trying to choke him out, and Finn drags him in the corner, rams him in the buckle to break free. Then Joe just puts the choke back on again, and after 3 or 4 seconds, he goes to drop to the mat with it, and in one motion, Finn drops down with him, but then rolls to his back and it's a foot stomp. That ruled. Finn hit a bunch more super drop kicks until Joe finally went down, and he went up top, and they had a battle on the top rope until Finn knocked him down and hit the coup de grace for the win. A great match.
It's a hell of a match.
Fucking awesome wrestling. And the best part was, I don't say this often, but as they were pulling Joe to the back, he was still looking at the ring and seething with rage, which means we're going to get a rematch, which is fine by me.
I hope so.
Yeah.
God, Joe was great here. It was like he regressed. Not regressed. That's not the right word. It was like he was 10 years younger. He went in there like a 27-year-old Samoa Joe.
He was rejuvenated.
Oh, God, he was great. Luckily, I'm recovering from a drunken stupor, so I don't have the energy in me to really launch into a tirade, but let me tell you something. How could you fucking watch this show and keep Samoa Joe on the NXT roster? You know what I mean?
He is better than anything on Raw.
Christ, I have nothing against the guys. Like, I love Rusev. Love Wade Barrett. I think that Alberto Del Rio actually has a ton of untapped potential because of all the stuff that I saw when he was outside WWE, where he was great. Just they bring him into WWE, they have no idea what to do with the guy, and so he sucks. But he's got a lot of potential. Joe's better than all of them. Samoa Joe is so awesome. And I don't want to say he's stuck, because he is flabby, kind of a little flabby, you know what I mean? So Vince would never give him a chance in the long run. But man, if they had a clue, he'd be their top heel.
Yeah, right now.
Right now. We got Sheamus. You know what I mean?
He's not Joe.
God, he's definitely not Joe. Anyway, great match. I thought the TakeOver special was very good. I thought the opener was great. Thought the main event was great. Even the Nia Jax match. Dude, I've seen so many matches with somebody as green as Nia Jax. 99% of them suck. They got a great match out of it. They convinced the fans that Nia was going to win. And then Bayley submitted her with a guillotine and they went nuts. That was awesome. A very, very good 2 thumbs up show.